to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer, Sooner, you will be soon enough. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense is on the field for the first time today. The whole perception of how successful your season is really depends on how you handle this game, how you handle Bedlam.
Man, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, two teams that simply do not like each other. The emotion always runs so high, and historically, David, this has been a game that has massive conference implications.
Well, and you think about the state of Oklahoma, all the fans, the division amongst each other, so much juice coming into this game. Got to handle the nerves well and start fast.
Now the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Power football with the run. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners have this offense rolling.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Herrera. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires into traffic, picked off. Still running at the 40. Oh, big juke to get past. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Snags it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback checking the play. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice move to keep running. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away.
Oklahoma
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete. Historically, the Sooners have had a huge edge in this series, but they barely escaped the last time they saw the Pokes.
And you think, Reese, that's been mentioned a time or two in that locker room over there with the Cowboys for a year now. They've had to stew over that close loss. They're going to be ready.
The expressway. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Prime inside the 10. Here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the tackle.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Quick release on the RPO. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Sooners! And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. This is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt. Oklahoma, they have owned this.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. He makes the connection. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oakland!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. The jet sweep pass. Crosses the 40. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. They'll finally drag him down, not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. The Cowboys have a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
An they don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here for the offense. Jukes his way for more. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to...
Fires the pass, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. And how... On that one, it'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Sooners in the hurry up. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Off the play fake. grabbed in the middle. It's Wicks. And he's whirled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Off play action. Now improvising. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of it.
The Sooners want to move quickly.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the catch and knocked down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Red pass, it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! He has been precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the...
Has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the misfires. He was looking for a man along the left side. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in the position to win.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and past need.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down in possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
4th down.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easy. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Coming after it. They're setting up the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Try to get the first through the air. Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. To the air on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very